Welcome to Cyclops is Waiting for Me, an X-Men animated series podcast. We're doing a special free comic book day episode here live at Golden Apple. We got giveaways of some non-X-Men stuff. We have an X-Men soda bag, which should have soda cans in it. We don't know where those are right now.
Soda the toy. It's not a bag for soda. Though I guess you could put cans of soda inside.
I could put Red Bull in that.
Like the mini ones?
Yeah, teeny tiny cans. It's the Funko soda.
It's the Funko soda. And I am JC.
Oh, and I'm Rod. I'm doing a great job.
That's my co-host.
I showed up.
Are you going to introduce the guest?
I don't exist yet, Rod.
Am I supposed to introduce him first before this?
Yes.
Okay, and our guest, Matt Raub.
Hi everybody. Hi guys. Thank you for having me.
Who are you and what do you do?
Who am I and what do I do? Who's your daddy and what does he do? I aside from knowing JC here for 64 years, we've known each other for 64 years. I'm a big old comic book nerd. I'm a comedian. I'm an internet guy. You know, jobless. Yeah,
that's most LA entertainers.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Professionally jobless.
Yeah, I fall in that weird category that is jobless and also loves comic books, which no one can relate to.
Right.
And when's your next comedy show you're doing?
Sunday at Flappers. Sunday,
Burbank.
13th in Burbank. So 12th in Burbank at Flappers Comedy in Burbank.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Very
man.
cool.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here. Cyclops is Waiting for Me is our weekly podcast series where we're going back and watching every single X-Men animated episode we can find. The podcast started with us watching the original 1992 X-Men the animated series, building up to this moment. Not just the release of X-Men 97. We were almost finished with X-Men 97, which is insane because it took 30 freaking years. I have to remember the children here. Freaking years.
30 years to finish and then it's 8 weeks to complete.
Yeah, right. So some quick reminders. We're a recap show about an episode or episodes that have aired within the last, like you said, 7 or 8 weeks. So there's going to be kind of spoilers. We're going to try to stay off of episode 8 in case you haven't seen that because that came out this week.
That's the one where Cyclops kills the whole X-Men. We're not talking about that?
No.
Totally.
Okay, good. Gotcha.
No, and all those innocent kids.
That's true.
That actually wouldn't be surprising.
Cyclops is no longer waiting for me because we're dead.
If you're listening to this after the fact and you don't want spoilers, pause the podcast and watch the episodes and come back.
I really should have done a separate script for this intro, huh, Rod?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
What? He's memorized this.
what's fun about this one is you get to see what we're like unedited and live.
Sorry.
Yep. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Cyclops IWFM Pod on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Twitter, and Facebook. And make sure you follow us on your favorite podcast services. Before we get into anything, though, we're going to do a giveaway. So, Matt, as the guest, which of the 4K Blu-rays should we do a giveaway with?
Well, I really like all the people here, so I'm... I really like all the people here, so I feel like I'm not going to start with Andor. I feel like because it's Star Wars Day, we should probably do Obi-Wan first.
All right. And we're going to do X-Men trivia because we are an X-Men podcast.
Spoiler.
Name any character who has the original voice actor from X-Men, the animated series, in both shows. So X-Men 92 and Sir in the Back.
And in the back.
Rogue is the original voice actor. For a second Blu-ray.
And the second one will be for a steelbook of the Falcon and Winter Soldier, the prequel to Captain America, New World Order, Wolfpack.
For the second one, can you name who that voice actor is? Okay. Well, I tried.
Oh, we got one right here. What's your hand?
Oh, well, I don't know the voice actor for Rogue, but I was going to say Wolverine, and it's the voice actor Cal Dodd.
Yep.
You know,
Look at you.
There we go.
Get
Go
up
for it.
here.
And you get a Moon Knight with that for knowing Cal's name.
Two of them.
yeah.
These are really cool.
Does anybody else have a third character with the original voice actor? Nope. Oh.
All right.
All right.
We'll do more trivia later.
So, first off, Matt, you joined us on one episode previously, unboxing Hero Clicks. This is
right.
This is very, very different.
That was the same podcast.
This was the same podcast.
Yeah, you guys were taking a break and watching the show. Hello, Cleveland.
Yeah.
You guys are taking a break and watching the show so that we could open up Hero Clicks.
Yes. Oh,
Whoa.
there we go. There's some audio.
The voice of God.
All right. So, what do you think of X-Men 97 so far?
Okay, so I love it. Everyone here's watching it, yeah? Everyone here loves it, right? We're excellent. Yeah, it's incredible. So when you told me that you were starting to do a podcast with Rod, and you were like, I think we're going to rewatch all the X-Men episodes, I was like, God bless you, because there are How many?
70s.
70 something?
76 episodes.
76 episodes, and granted, it's 20 minutes, but and it's good. But it was originally made for us when we were we lads.
Yeah, when we were 8-year-olds. Yeah,
8, right? So I was like, I don't know if it's going to hold up. And you did it. You did the whole thing, and I was thinking about doing it, and I didn't do it. But then I watched 97, and I've been blown away. I truly love it. Obviously, episode 5, remember it? Like, whoa, my God. Truly insane stuff.
Yeah, we thought that was going to be the finale.
Yeah,
it felt like
that was my prediction going into it. Is as soon as there was the releases of the titles of the episode, I thought the E for Extinction story was going to be the finale, and they gave that to us mid-season
drop,
and then we started hearing from the people who worked on the show, oh, it gets bigger, and it's like, well, how do you get bigger than the massacre on Genosha?
That's true.
Honestly, everything from episode 2 on could have potentially been any other series finale, right? Like the end of episode 2 could have been a cliffhanger for a season.
True.
Or I said series, and I mean season finale.
I mean, it could have been series. Who's to say, right? We don't know what's happening in the world. Like, it could be. I think it really is impressive what they've done with the show, and they've been able to like capture our attention as adults.
Yeah,
adults,
kidults, yeah,
kidults as kidults. But the fact that it's also entertaining to people of all ages is incredible, and it's probably pretty traumatic if you're a child and you see one of your favorite X-Men get killed. Right?
Yeah, since this is one of the few times where we actually get to talk to people while we're doing it. Have any of the parents here actually watched this with their kid yet? I'm curious.
X-Men 97, you have in the back?
How have they reacted? And for context for the people listening, he has 2 kids that are stroller age right now, so I'm curious. They weren't watching it? Okay.
It's not as heavy. He didn't grow up.
Oh, but it was heavy for you.
Heavier.
So he's like, Dad, why are you crying? No reason at all. Yeah, real man. That's intense. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could watch it with it. I was sad. Did you cry?
Oh yeah. Especially because at the end of episode 2, I was flipping tables. Thanks, because Storm's my favorite.
Oh, right. Yeah,
decades.
That was an intense scene too.
And so I was like, what? Like, we waited 30 years for this.
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster. It really has. It really has.
And every week, Rod and I end up at Scum and Villainy on Hollywood to watch it with a live audience with us. So we've watched it once at midnight because we're lunatics, and then we go watch this with a group of people. And I was actually dreading the end of episode 5 because you know what's coming, and it's like, I'm going to cry in the middle of a bar with a bunch of other people.
Wouldn't be the first time, John.
Yeah, but not usually over that.
That's fair. I mean, what is it? What is it like seeing it with a crowd? Like, this is the first time I think this show has gotten kind of that like Comic-Con Hall H treatment where you're watching with a crew and like everyone's excited about it. What's it like watching with an audience?
To me, it's what I imagine watching sports in a bar is like. Because I fully respect anybody that loves sports because I'm just not into it.
Yeah.
So whenever I'm
or
at like
good at it,
or good at, well,
shame him.
There was a couple of sports things in high school I was good at. Now, no, nothing. But yeah, like when I'm at sports bars or at, bars with friends and something sports thing is happening on TV and people are cheering, I'm like, I'm good for them. You know, I don't know what that feels like until we started doing these Scum and Villainy watches and stuff happens like, so that was this episode. I won't say that, but stuff happens in certain episodes and then everybody cheers. People are going to cheer.
Like the rogue dropping traps. That was like a moment where everybody in the bar started
I
yelling.
texted you right away. I was like, what was the audience like when the Captain America cameo came up?
The Captain America cameo was fantastic. I think the only way that would have been bigger is if we didn't get that in the trailer. Because I think enough of the people who are at Scum and Villainy are those regulars who are watching the trailers that they come out.
Don't watch trailers, folks.
Yeah,
you heard it here first.
Yeah, Rod has been avoiding the trailers and he's brilliant for doing it.
Same.
Well, because the trailer for Motendo dropped and it wasn't a story spoiler, but it's like I would have loved to seen those video game graphics at the moment. Be like, oh, that's awesome.
Don't watch trailers.
Luckily,
if you take away one thing from Free Comic Book Day, it's to not watch trailers. But it's one thing if you're watching a trailer for a movie, right? Because you have to know who's in it. You kind of want to know what the vibe is. This is an episodic show. Most of the people who are watching it probably watched the original, maybe not as recently as you guys, but it's only 30 minutes. A 5-minute trailer of 30 minutes, it's going to be really hard to not spoil some cool stuff. So I would recommend don't watch the trailer. I don't watch the trailer.
The good news is they only released the trailers like I want to say 6 to 8 hours before 12 12 hours before the episode drops.
Smart.
Yep.
So you only have to like stay off the internet for like half a day.
Yeah, it's very true. But I love it. It's a blast.
So we're gonna take our first pause, do another trivia. Let's give away
Another
a
giveaway.
copy of Andor.
Why would
Oh,
you do
yeah.
that to these people? Who wants Andor?
Actually,
This is my favorite
Lot of
Star
people
Wars
People that
show.
want Andor, a steelbook
a
Blu-ray,
lot of people like Andor,
and slash or.
especially Rod. But
Yeah, no, this is
one
Andor
disappeared somehow.
Andor is my favorite Star Wars thing, but I'm also such a casual Star Wars fan. I still enjoy Star Wars, so maybe that's part of it.
That might be part of
This-
it.
The soundtrack is
The soundtrack is good.
soundtrack,
I mean, it
incredible.
looks cool. It's very Blade Runner-esque. Full disclosure, I didn't
But
finish
also, there's
it.
like I was telling Matt, there's 2 speeches in it that are probably the best writing Star Wars has ever had. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah.
It's when Andor says, "But I am Star Wars."
Yep. And he's like, oh, he said it.
He said it. He said the name of the thing. What's the trivia question?
So,
huh?
trivia question for this. In the original comic book version of the Genoshan Massacre, who was responsible for it? Shout it out if you know it.
That's a hard. You just have
Who
it
is
locked
all-
away in your head.
Who is also the villain in Deadpool?
Oh, I thought you just gave it.
Which Deadpool?
The newest Deadpool.
Do you guys want me to just say it?
No, we don't, John.
Not you, John. You could
You
say
have
it
too
during
many
your
Blu-rays.
trivia.
I know that for a fact. Did your hands go up? Do you know?
In the back?
Sandra Nova.
Yes.
My man.
Wow, Cassandra Nova.
All right.
Oh, the new Deadpool.
The new Deadpool.
So no spoilers for episodes of shows that have passed, but we can totally talk about the bad guy in a movie he's coming out.
It's in the trailer, which you love trailers.
Yeah.
this guy.
All right. Well, you want to be nicer to people. You come up with the next trivia question.
Well, I just so happen to have a comic book of 150 trivia questions here in front of me. That's too hard. That's too hard. Ooh, here we go. What was the? That's not even X-Men or Star Wars. Can I do that one?
yeah, do it. Why not?
What was the name, John? You can't yell anything out. What was the name of the first Green Lantern in comics?
I don't know if I know that one.
Really?
I'm not shocked Rod doesn't know this.
I mean, I think I know, but I don't.
We got what we got.
Oh,
We're right here. Yes, sir. It's Alan Scott. And what did he win?
I don't know. I told you.
Do you like Andor?
Andor. Wow, we're getting rid of Andor's left and right. This is going fast.
The Disney team that gave these to us must be very happy
They
right
love, yeah, I'm sure they are. It's less space on their shelves. So we watched the show. You enjoyed the show. Where do you think it's going to go?
Now.
Are we not allowed to say?
No clue now.
It's the question of like, where do I think it's going to go, or where do I want it to go? Which is more interesting to you?
Which is more interesting to you? If you feel like it's going to go in a direction that's going to be kind of boring, then throw out your dream idea.
No, I mean, I definitely don't think it's going to go in a boring direction. I think that the next season is all about the X-Men on the run and formerly criminals. And I think I don't think they're going to go as far as like the current storyline with Orcus and things like that, but I do think it is going to be the events in this 3-part season finale are going to lead to government funded programs. And I don't know if it's going to hit like Avengers versus X-Men level, but I do think they're going to see other characters from the Marvel universe actually coming into conflict with them, and including well-known heroes. I think that's possibly what's going to happen next for us.
Rod, what are your
And
thoughts?
they showed a little bit of preview of that with Cap and
That's true.
Rogue.
A little bit of Cap, a little bit of Spider-Man spoiler. You just see him for a second.
Yeah,
It doesn't count.
he's also in the trailer.
He's
No,
also in
no, he's not.
You think that's going to happen? You think that's what's going to happen? It's gonna become
I think it is going to be the X-Men are formally treated as criminals. That I think is season 2.
Fugitive with an X.
So for me, as of Bright Eyes, I have no idea where anything's going.
Really?
Because like everything's been so, I don't know enough about comics anyway, and everything I knew about the original 92 series is we've gone so beyond that now.
Yes.
Like there might be a few more Easter eggs they can pull in from this, like some cameos from characters that we saw in 92 and stuff. But like the story's so wild, like what happens with Magneto and everything, like nothing is predictable. So I honestly don't know where it's going besides them like killing somebody else.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Matt, you are a very experienced comic book reader, literally growing up in a comic book store.
In a comic book box.
Yep.
Yeah. Raised
Very
by
small
comic
box
books.
too. It was awkward. Do you think they maybe even take like an alternate version of the X Factor story, like they're under disguises and things like that.
Look, my pitch, I think that this ends on the 19th of May, something like that?
A week from Wednesday.
A week from Wednesday. So it's like the 19th, middle of May, which is less than a month away from Deadpool and Wolverine coming out.
Right.
Marvel loves their synergy, don't they? So the end of the show, I see Professor X, where are my X-Men? The X-Men are there. Boom. Doctor Strangehole pops up. Ryan Reynolds walks out. He's like, now we're going to go do the movie. And then the end. It's the whole thing. Wouldn't it make sense if it ties into Deadpool and Wolverine? It's all supposed to be kind of in the same, in the world of what if and all the different things. Wouldn't it make sense to kind of keep it all?
Well, we have also seen they do the whole, what's the transport ring from Doctor Strange?
Oh, the sling rings.
Sling rings. We've literally seen Forge start to cast a spell, and it has similar visual effects. And in the Deadpool trailer, we also see they do the sling ring in there. So it's entirely possible for a crossover.
They reference Camertage in the last episode.
Yeah, and Strange.
And Strange in the last episode. I mean, I'm saying Marvel loves their shared universe stuff. Feige is obviously still very much involved.
I think the team behind 97 has said that they weren't as concerned, or were told they shouldn't be as concerned with the connectivity. However, if there is connectivity, my money's on Wong.
Oh, you think Wong's going to show up?
Because
you think the end of Shang-Chi is going to tie into it?
Well, no, not even that. He just shows up everywhere. Like, he's been everywhere recently. We still need to find out what him and Madison are up to.
That's true.
You know, or maybe that's why he's been gone for a while.
That's true. That's true.
Speaking of HeroClix, I did buy the recent HeroClix box, opened it, and I didn't get the chase I wanted, which was a Wong and Madison super rare.
Nice.
Wait, they made a Madison HeroClix?
It's a 2-hero super click.
Madison, who's a character that they wrote for the She-Hulk show.
Yes.
And is in 2 episodes of She-Hulk, has a HeroClix.
Yes. And is one of the super rares and most expensive.
What are you wasting your time doing?
How do you know I
Everyone
don't?
here should have a HeroClix. That's insane. That's insane.
Because I didn't hit on Wong.
You got to hit on Wong.
You got to hit on Wong at the
Everybody
Magic
does.
Castle.
Everybody does.
All right. We're going to do another giveaway. We have the X-Men soda case. It does not have the soda, guys. It is just the case.
And we did not know that it didn't have the toys in it when it was handed to us. Yeah. But it's a real cool purse.
It is.
Ladies, husbands, boyfriends.
Rod, you have to come up with this trivia question.
Oh.
Rod is great at trivia.
Look, it opens.
Now,
Does it?
Whoa. Empty. I mean, you could put soda in here.
Yeah.
It even says soda on it. So you would know that you have your soda in here. What's the I'm vamping so you can come up with a really good trivia question.
it should be kind of hard, or I don't.
You've seen how smart everybody in the audience is. Gauge the audience.
Okay.
Everyone's gotten all the trivia questions.
If they get it wrong, we could just come up with another trivia.
We got Alan Scott from the audience.
So we're gonna start with something solely my opinion.
Here's a trivia question based on Rod's opinion,
and then we'll degrade from there. Who is the best X-Men?
Sir in the back.
Jean Grey.
Interesting.
Not by my opinion.
You're going to turn this into a
You
riot.
answered first, so
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
It's Storm.
Storm! Jean Grey / Storm, close second for Storm. Congratulations, you won yourself an X-Men soda purse! Soda purse.
Okay, so real question for another.
It's Storm. It's okay. Your second one is good.
So for another
lunch could
a real question for this one, who voices Storm in 97?
Oh, you guys
And
love
92.
your voice actors.
We do, because we get to have drinks with the voice actors.
Especially this one deserves awards.
Oh. Because she goes, wind. It's her favorite thing to do.
Well, you could name either of...
But especially the one that's doing it now. Well, but she's also from 92.
If you can name the other one, we'll
the other
accept
one's
that.
fine.
Either or.
Yeah, we'll take either.
You forgot. Anybody?
Also, which one are we giving?
That's the winner's choice at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. How about this? What is the name of the villain in the Life Death episodes with Storm?
Ah. Also the voice of this.
It's a big bird, I think.
Maybe we just don't do Storm questions, Rod. I'm sorry.
Who was Storm in the movies?
We got one in the back. Hold on, I haven't seen this hand. We got one in the back, sir.
Halle Berry.
Whoa!
And for the end of the podcast, who was the worst Storm ever? Okay, so which one do you want?
We've got Andor, Moon Knight, Obi-Wan, or Andor. Come on up. Come on up here. Give him a round of applause. His dad knows Halle Berry movies. soul. Brave soul. No, I hear very good things from literally Rob.
Yeah. I like it, but also I'm not a hardcore Star Wars fan. So
That's even better. That's probably the best sell you could give.
All right. Back to the comics.
Back to the comics. Thank goodness.
What story from the comics do you think that has not been done yet?
Oh, man.
That we're gonna get in the next season? Not Rod.
Not Rod? I mean, there's so many. Like, here's the thing. So the showrunner of the show was like, before you watch the finale 3-parter, go back and watch these episodes of the original X-Men show.
And then also tweeted recently, read Fatal Attractions.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
Yes. The novelization of the Kim Basinger movie.
Yes, obviously.
Cool. Yep. So I was like, oh man, it'd be really cool if they did X-Men 2099, but I forgot that they did that in one of the original X-Men 92 episodes.
Are you thinking One Man's Worth?
Yes.
No, that is actually the origin episode for Age of Apocalypse.
That's Age of Apocalypse, not 2099?
Yes.
you're looking at the wrong host.
I don't know, man. You sure? Did you fact check this? You believe this guy?
Not only do we fact check it, we got it confirmed by the showrunner. So that's how I'm so confident about it.
Okay, well, I want more Age of Apocalypse. I think Age of Apocalypse, much like X-Men 2099, I think we should be getting more of that. It was wacky. We're closer now to the actual year 2099 than I think we were when the comics were created. So
in spirit as well.
in spirit as well. Very true. I think we could use something like that because I feel like we mess with time travel a lot. We send the X-Men forward and backwards. It'd be really cool to send everybody forward, and it'd be great for Disney to get their hands on some of those really obscure 90s 2099 and Age of Apocalypse characters. Remember Colossus had like a bandana and an eye patch. There's like some weird stuff. Look it up if you haven't seen it. It's very strange stuff. It was in the 90s. A lot of people were just trying stuff, and it was very confusing, but I loved it.
I mean, that sums up the 90s. People just trying stuff.
Completely sober the whole time.
Do another giveaway.
Master of transitions.
Yep, perfect. Which time traveler came from the farthest future in the X-Men?
Which time? Wow, we got a bunch of hands. We got a hand right
in
here.
the front.
Star Wars shirt.
Cable.
There you go.
Hey.
Oh, wait. Follow-up question for another one. Do you know whose Cable's parents are? We got a purple shirt. That's you.
Cyclops.
And
Mallory.
whoa.
Yeah. Oh,
Nicely done. Come on up here.
He's a real one.
He's a real one. Falcon and the Winter Soldier or Obi-Wan? Choose wisely. Good call. Very good call. You're going to choose Moon Knight. You want Moon Knight instead? Yeah. Love Moon Knights. Incredible. You also don't want that one?
Train.
You want a trade? All right, very good. We got an extra Moon Knight.
Yay.
Welcome back to Barter Trivia.
For me,
Yeah.
I want to start seeing Cable stuck in the modern era.
Okay.
And I want to see the X-Force get formed.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. We
Yeah.
haven't seen X-Force.
Yeah,
I think X-Force would be great.
because we've already started to see X-Factor alluded to in the original series.
Mhm.
Forge is there, strong guy, multiple man, etc. So we've gotten a lot of that team.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten, outside of Cannonball, we really haven't gotten anybody with even a speaking role from X-Force.
That's true. That's true.
And then that would be an excuse to have a lot of Deadpool as well.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think no matter what, we're going to need to see Deadpool in the animated universe, right? We have to,
Besides
right?
the one like morph cameo.
Yeah,
30 years.
the one morph cameo. And isn't there like a flashback? Doesn't Wolverine have like a flashback
In
when
the
he
train.
sees Deadpool?
There's there's a train car thing.
Yeah, and he
with-
just kind of
yeah.
looks like very
Probably.
Liefeld-y, and he doesn't look fun at all.
No, it was before he had a personality.
Yeah, love that. Love that.
Speaking of, I know this has been like a lot of argument on the internet, but like I like that Wolverine hasn't been the centerpiece of the series.
Yeah. How do we, like everyone here who might be or might not be watching the show, how do you feel that Wolverine is kind of taking a backseat to the show? Like who loves Wolverine? Who's into the fact that like we're getting less Wolverine? Into it? All right,
Yeah,
we're getting some moderate into it. So I like that.
Because
That's good.
everybody else is great too, and so
Yeah.
we need to see them. It's not just Wolverine and friends. Like,
Well,
Yeah,
and
agreed.
in this episode that aired this week, you get to see some of the best action sequences around Wolverine and Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
So everybody who was online of saying like, when's the little guy going to do something? Like we got him to do it and it was
Yeah.
fantastic.
The little guy,
Yeah.
Wolverine, the short king.
I mean, there was a great meme that was from The Simpsons of like, what about the guy on the front lawn? He hasn't done anything yet. And they shut the door. Everybody's saying that's what Wolverine has been this
He's
season.
had his time. He had a show called Wolverine and the X-Men.
yeah.
He's had his time to shine.
He also had a show called X-Men '92.
That's true. He also had a show called X-Men where he was very much the lead.
Where he was the only character that every season in the original had one episode dedicated to him. That was like a thoughtful thing.
Hugh Jackman has quit and said, never mind, 9 times to leaving the show and leaving the character. We've got enough. We need more Cyclops. I want more Cyclops. This is the first time Cyclops has looked cool, right? How cool has he looked?
And been cool.
He's been cool, but he's been kind of, I don't know. We've talked about this. He's always been whiny. I always thought Cyclops was kind of whiny in the 92 show. Like, Gene,
But,
like, it was just so much.
But at the beginning of 97, like, he was actually started being kind of cool.
I know, finally.
And now he's reverted to being kind of whiny.
Yeah, I mean, granted, he has plenty of reason.
Yeah, he's got a good amount of reason. His wife was a clone. Spoiler. His son's from the future. He's played by Josh Brolin. I'd be grumpy.
But what I would, it'd be interesting to see what you think of this. So when Gene like yelled at Scott for having the psychic connection rapport with Madeline, is like, did everyone forget that she was like made out with Logan like 2 seconds before?
Literally like 5 seconds prior.
And they have not, I guess, minor spoiler, they have not come back to talk about that at all.
They have a very complicated relationship. Scott and
but so far, he's the only one apologizing.
It's true, he is, but she's a telepath, so she's okay. It's all good.
she did like a Jedi mind trick.
Is this the big one, John?
So before we give away our final stuff, I wanted to do this. For those of you who don't know, Rod literally will record an episode with me and then pull all-nighters to finish it on the edit. It's the work ethic he has. So I wanted to give him this gift
you don't have to
for what he's done to make this podcast
We put
happen.
an editor in a box.
Thank you. Oh,
Whoa.
shit. Oh, crap. I mean, sorry. I keep forgetting his kids here. Thank you. Wait.
What is it?
You can open it. It's okay.
I just try to figure out how to open it.
There's them in this side, maybe.
I didn't put a lot of tape on it purposely.
I'll hold you open.
Oh, thank you. Teamwork. Thanks, John. You have to do this. Also, John calls it work ethic. I called I don't know what I'm doing.
Whoa.
Oh, that's awesome. It's a Cyclops skateboard.
Whoa, Brandon.
That's awesome. And we have video for this episode.
And we have video for
that
this
I don't really have to edit.
He's been waiting until there was a video episode for him to give you this gift. He's like, we can't do it on audio only.
I'm going to put this in my background.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Thank you, man.
We love friendship. Give it up for friendship and co-hosting.
And giveaways. Let's do
And giveaways. What do we have? Well, let's let them pick. I don't want to come up with another question because it's hard.
Has anybody had time to Google the voice actor for Storm since? And I forgot I didn't say that.
No.
Okay.
That was a little bit of cheating.
It is a little bit cheating.
Thank you. And that was a test, and you passed. You passed.
All right. Hopefully this is an easy one.
Maybe it's how fast you are.
Name the 4 horsemen of apocalypse.
Ric Flair.
No.
Arn Anderson. Holy Anderson.
Death, pestilence, war, and famine.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. What would you like? Falcon, Winter Soldier, Obi-Wan, or Moon Knight? There you go. Very nicely done by Aaron Moorhead.
So, in the Marvel comic universe, people are always wondering, is Spider-Man a mutant? He's not.
No,
what
he got
is
bit.
What is his actual designation for how he has his powers?
Spider. I was going to say spider.
It is not Spider. I can tell you that.
You mutate?
Yes.
Mutate?
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys.
I only know that because of John.
There's a word for everything. Which one would you like?
I'll go talk to him.
There you go. Nobody likes Star Wars. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. Star Wars.
Okay.
Star
Next
Wars.
question. Name any character that came from the Savage Land.
Oh.
Sauron?
Hey, from Lord of the Rings, it's Sauron. Which one do you want? Star Wars? Falcon? Yeah, man. Yeah, it's good.
All
I gotta
right.
catch up before the new one comes out.
And-
Last one. This is it. Obi-Wan.
So
I got eyes here.
Lots and lots of pressure.
Lots of pressure. On me?
Yes.
Oh,
No.
crap.
I don't know. I didn't count the questions in advance.
You didn't count when he handed
So
us a
pick
book
one.
of trivia.
There's got to be an X-Men trivia question in there, right?
That's too hard. Ooh. Name as many Infinity Stones as you can. I've got blue hat here, LA hat. What do you got?
Oh God.
Pressure.
My head and then out of
Whoa.
they pop out. Oh.
Just name any of them.
You could even say colors. Or maybe what the colors do.
Purple, blue, yellow, green, red.
They're in there.
Yeah.
If somebody has the actual answer, I'll pull one more on it, but you get that one.
You get
first
this
try.
Obi-Wan! Who's got the actual answer? We got one in the back in the tan shirt behind you. Right there. There you go.
Power,
Thank you.
time, space, reality. That's what, 5?
Yeah. And pizza. Everyone's favorite Infinity Stone.
Almost.
Cool.
There you go.
So nicely done. You get yourself a copy of Moon Knight Steelbook.
Also, if you missed any this round, all the podcasts are going to be giving away several 4K Blu-rays throughout the day.
And there are 6 more podcasts coming today? 5 more podcasts after this.
Yes.
Does the continuity stone
Oh.
count?
Continuity stone.
The continuity
It
stone.
did, but we retconned it, so
Yep.
sorry.
Well,
Yeah, Fox ignored that one.
Matt, thank you for joining us
Thank you
today.
for having me, guys.
Thank
It's
you
been a
guys all
blast.
being here for Free Comic Book Day.
Comic books.
And up next, we got Jonathan London from Geekscape, who's going to be joined by Mark Andreyko.
Stick around. He's got trivia too, and I bet it's harder.
Or not, because everybody's been gauging the crowd today.
Dance battle.
Dance battle?
Man.
Fight for it.
He's going to break a broom handle and let you figure it out.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good one.